rolls. How do we make this into a dice pun?
And we are live over on DevCycle. I think we're live over for you too, right, Will?
Yeah.
We're live.
I'm working
we're
on
live
that.
in all the places.
Yeah. I just put y'all are live. We're live.
I love it. How's it going, everybody? It's been a minute, Will, since we've been on stream together, and it has been like a hot minute since the three of us have been on stream together. But I'm psyched. I'm psyched. Like, Michael, you were here for like the second one of these streams that we did, and back again for like what may be the final one of these Leaf PHP streams that we do. We'll see how far we get. I've marketed this as like we may be finishing things off today, but who knows what's actually gonna happen. But how's everybody doing?
I'm all over. I'm
good. Yeah.
I'm still confused, man. I'm still trying to figure out how to turn off the camera, the magic camera settings that Apple has given us. You know, the new magic, like the main stage, the like where it crops in on you and it moves around. You know that?
Oh yeah, it's like, isn't it like that little yellow or like the little green thing at the on your top bar, and you can like turn off all of those special things, or is that?
I think there is a top thing. There's definitely a top thing, but I have a lot of things up there in my top thing, and none of them show the camera.
It's all right. It's just the joy of live streaming in across 8 different channels, across like 3 different countries. Right. Well, I mean, we're obviously around the world, but representing 3 different countries. All there we go.
Got it.
There we go. Got it. Figured it
We
out.
figured it out.
Nice.
It only took 3 engineers.
It only took 30 minutes. So Michael, it has been a minute since we saw you. What have you been up to, sir? What has been your kind of like your Q3 kind of disappeared, it seemed?
Yeah, mostly for health issues, but I'm good now. Bouncing back, catching up with everything I missed, stuff like that.
Amazing. And Will, what about you, man? What have you been up to for the past, like, I feel like it's been a month since we last did one of these streams.
Oh, it's been that long? Oh man.
It's been a month, yeah.
What have I been up to? Nothing. Like work, writing more docs. Finished some docs, and then more docs came. I've been riding my bike a little bit, doing live streams. Bought some new parts. It's been raining for over a week now, so it feels like I've just been here at home working. That's what it feels like.
That's fair. Yeah, it's about to be the rainy season in Victoria begins soon. We're in like the middle of so British Columbia is like has a lot of rainforest around it, and so basically it means that like 6 months out of the year it's just raining here. The rest of Canada gets snow and we get rain. So. But yeah, I've heard like more east has been getting way wetter this summer. So I don't know, climate change.
Wait, I thought you were in the west.
I am in the west. Yeah. No, I'm west, but where you are. So like where you are, and then like in Texas.
Okay. I see what you did there.
And then also in Ontario.
It's just weird that I'm referred to as east. You know, it just feels a little weird.
I know. It feels. I keep saying like to I've said to my partner and I've said to like friends, I'm like, oh yeah, like I need to travel back east, and like they're like, oh, you're going all the way to like east coast, like Nova Scotia, Newfoundland. I'm like, no, just anything that's east of me is east.
Makes sense.
Yeah. So I was actually in your neck of the woods too, Will, not too long ago. I had a weird flight. I had a conference in Wisconsin, and my flight went Vancouver to Dallas.
Okay.
And then Dallas to Madison. And I was like, it was a very strange flight pattern. So, Michael, for you, basically like I'm sort of like fair, I don't know, like center, like even Vancouver is like kind of like center of Canada, and then like Wisconsin is like north of is like the northern half of the US, like pretty close to the Canadian border. And so my flight took me like a 2-hour flight south of where I was going. It made absolutely no sense, but it was slightly cheaper. So the joys of conference travel in North America when you're trying to save a buck. And yeah, super easy to get to Europe. I've been to Europe like 3 times this year, and it's like a 7-8 hour trip. It's like direct from either Seattle or Vancouver. It's fantastic. Generally.
How many hours did it take you to get to Wisconsin?
It took me, I want to say without layovers, like actual travel.
Like not actual travel is from the time you leave your house and you're dealing, because you're under stress regardless, unless you're one of those weird people and you're not under stress.
It was like 15 hours.
15 hours to get to.
It's to Wisconsin, yeah.
That sucks.
It's because I live on an island, right? I feel like it's bad. I'm curious, like where you are, Michael. Like how are flights around, even like both like local flights, and then if you wanted to go international, like is it fairly easy? Is air travel fairly easy in your neck of the woods?
Not really. I mean, it's got to be difficult everywhere. Yeah, it's not really easy.
How far is the closest like major airport to you?
Technically about 20-30 minutes away, but then there's usually a lot of traffic around, so it takes longer than that.
Yeah.
You're in Lagos, right?
Everywhere.
Yeah.
Give me. I'm gonna change my mic right quick. I think.
Cool.
Hopefully this works.
Yeah, you're good. Who's here? Hey, Casual's here. I love these streams. Casual is like our super fan. Casual is on every single one of my streams, regardless of when I do it. It'll like pop in. Casual, I'm gonna send you a gift card. I'm gonna reach out and I'm gonna send you a gift card because
that's dope.
You're here all the time. And nobody ever gets gift cards from some of the streams that I do. So I'm gonna send you a $20 gift card sometime this week. I'm gonna remind myself, just for being like a super fan of being here. It used to be that we used to send swag everywhere, and then sending swag places is really expensive. So, my network is okay. It's okay. All right. So if you are just tuning in to our stream, welcome. You are here at DevRel Codelaborations, which is a terrible name that I came up with for the Will and Andrew show, which is where Will, who is the developer advocate over at the wonderful OneSignal, and myself, who is the equally wonderful developer advocate at DevCycle, come together to build stuff with our various technologies, talk about tech, meet people, just kind of hang out. I needed to have a brand behind it. And so this is the brand that I came up with. But really, this is just a live coding, chatting about stuff, hanging out for a couple of hours with a couple of developer advocates and seeing some cool technologies. And if you didn't know, over the past, 2-3 months, Will and I have been working on building extensions for the Leaf PHP framework. So if you don't know what Leaf PHP is, what rock have you been living under? Leaf PHP is arguably the second greatest of all of the PHP frameworks that are out there, a close second only to Laravel PHP, which inspired a lot of the awesome design decisions. And if you've been following all the hype around Laravel and you are like, oh, it's still too much for me, there's too much going on, check out Leaf. Leaf is like the thing that you didn't know you needed, but you do in order to get started with PHP if you're looking to kind of have some training wheels added to that process. And they are really great training wheels because there's so many great extensions and modules that you can add to them. Michael, do you wanna, for anybody that hasn't tuned into these before, do you wanna give sort of like, I don't know, 2-minute like pitch of why people should use Leaf?
Right. Thanks, Andrew. So basically, Leaf is a super-powered PHP framework, but it kind of balances all of that power with a developer-friendly nature. So it's lightweight, super fast, very easy to use, and very easy to learn. Cool thing is you don't need to learn everything at once. You can just pick out what you need because Leaf is actually very modular. So you don't need to kind of use the whole framework at once. You can just take a tiny part of it and use it according to your needs. That's Leaf in 20 seconds.
I love it. All right, I'm just checking audio.
All right.
Awesome. So we're gonna get into the code in a couple minutes, but Michael, where we're at right now is, so Will and I had been building out a bunch of stuff that was, originally we'd kind of been looking at building out like some dashboards and things like that, but then we kind of took a step back and we were like, okay, really what we're trying to do here is basically have like a really simple package that would allow you to just get Leaf PHP or DebCycle and have a client that you can do whatever you want with. So less about all of the functionality of these two different tools and more about just giving you an easy way, if you want to add it into your Leaf PHP project, for you to do it without having to go in and actually like install the SDKs and to do all that setup stuff. Yeah. Basically, we're getting you started with using OneSignal or DebCycle in your project without defining how you use them or sort of like laying out the features. So that is our kind of key focus with what we're hoping to do. And then my thought, and Will, I'd love your idea on this, is I'd love for like, just, I feel like this is a good opportunity to just like get Michael to like look through our code and tell us if we've actually done something that's useful and maybe make some suggestions. What do you think?
I think that's fine. You can hear me, right? No?
Mike is way better now.
Okay. Yeah. All right. I was fixing my audio too. But yeah, that's fine with me. My only question is, who's driving?
Who's driving? I don't know if there's going to be much. I'll drive. Like I can screen share.
Okay.
So I'll need to do that in both Zoom and in StreamYard. So let me get that stuff set up. Let me close my Slack. I'm going to share here.
No. You don't have to do it in Zoom. You don't have to do it in Zoom.
Oh, that's right. Because you can do it over here. That's
yeah. Okay. Yeah. It's. I'm learning. I'm learning how to use this too.
And I'm gonna pull that. I'm gonna get rid of this, and then move this over here. I'm like moving all of my windows to get prepped.
I think we're both doing the same thing. If you happen to watch my live, you'll see I'm doing the same thing. I'm moving windows around so we can see.
So let's see here. Let me get this up here. Present, share screen, entire screen. Let's do screen 2. No, screen 1. Okay. All right. I got us all up here. Looking at Twitter. I want to check the audio and see how I sound right now because I have no idea. It sounds good to me. Okay. So let's go out of there and head over to my GitHub, because I think that at least the DebCycle one is in my GitHub. It is. There we go. Oh, I've actually got. Is this up to date? Hold on.
Just want to say that I think that what I just saw is wrong. You're an A developer. All right, you're not an A-. You're an A developer.
No, I'm an A- developer. I am at best an A- developer.
I don't know. At best, that's strong. Why is it at best?
I don't know, man. So like, okay. So one day, because I know, Will, you and I have got to figure out our collective stream, because I do really want to do it, but I want to have somebody come in and look at my, like, somebody that knows well constructed PHP to like come in and look at like the project that I would say is like my, I don't want to say pièce de resistance, but like the thing that I've put the most work into, because I feel like if you are going to test out whether I actually am a decent developer or not, it's not based on all those stats of how many PRs and all the rest of that stuff. It's really about like, how do I implement effective code? For example, I have never written a test in my entire career. I've never written one. I'm afraid of them. There's like literally a folder in here called tests, and I don't know why this says I updated it 8 months ago, because I have 100. Oh, I know what this was from. This was because I used like an upgrade tool and it automatically updated the style. So like, I don't know, but I appreciate it. Well, I'm going to take that. I'm going to take that.
You're
to
in the perfect space. You have a person who knows PHP very well here. It's not me. All right. Let's be clear. All right. So it seems like you've developed the thing that you want for yourself now. Like we have the PHP expert.
There we go. All right, so this is Michael. I'm gonna bring you back to like actually tell me if I've done a good job. But for today, let's jump into our 2 extensions. I don't know if these are actually up to date. They are, because we've got documentation.
We do. Oh yeah. Oh
yeah.
Oh wait,
like
we even have that call out. Oh, that's sexy. Look at that.
Yeah, like we're really good at our jobs. Like, damn.
Yeah.
So, hold on though. I'm gonna see, because maybe I have some uncommitted code, which is entirely possible. Let's see.
Were you driving last time?
No, you were driving last time. We only did one signal stuff last time. So
all right, I'm gonna also check then, just to make sure.
It doesn't look like I've got anything. I might have. Yeah, and then we have our Leaf extensions like test project.
All right, we're good on the Leaf extensions. Yeah, nothing on. Yeah, no changes. So we're good. All the commits are
so
there.
I've got a change here, but I think this is because I was doing local stuff and it's just a lot of back and forth. Okay, so Michael, how do you feel about kind of like taking a look at what we've got here and giving us your thoughts?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
I haven't.
Sorry. And I can share.
Yeah,
I'll share this. I can share these 2 links with you. And I'll share them with everybody actually, if you want to go look at them, because I think they're both public. And then the other one is this one, that one, and that one. So yeah, maybe we'll start with the dev cycle one. Okay, so here is the concept that we have here. So like I said before, this is basically just a really easy way to initialize the dev cycle client that you can use within your application. And really, ultimately, all that you're doing is just getting either the dev cycle client or the OneSignal client, and really nothing beyond that. So that's the basis of this conversation. Is we're not doing anything particularly challenging with this. It's really just initializing the dev cycle client or the OneSignal client for you to use however you want. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So composer file, and obviously we've got to build out this a little bit more probably, but I think that this is right from our first conversation. So really all this is doing is just installing the PHP server SDK for DevCycle into your application. Super simple. And then in the source folder, it's literally just sort of pulling in these things that you're going to need, and then allowing you to sort of use this Git DevCycle client in your code. It's like super simple. There's very little to this.
Yeah, this looks clean.
Yeah, it's super simple. We probably could have done more with it, but here we are. So that's the dev cycle one, and then the one signal is literally like an exact clone of that. So everything is basically the same. The only difference here, yeah, it's just that you're also installing. Actually no, because Guzzle is Guzzle included in.
Yeah, I think it was a requirement for the SDK.
Oh, that may be right. Yes, because we pulled this last time that we met, Will, from your code. So, yeah, I mean, that's it. That's literally the entire thing. I mean, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, it looks pretty straightforward to me. There's not really much going on.
Yeah, kind of. Okay, and here's my question, because like Will and I chatted about this a lot, and we were like, okay, so we had talked about building out a ton of like features that were attached to this, so you could easily kind of do some of the built-in features of one signal and dev cycle. But then we were like, most people are just looking for a quick way to start using these tools within their Leaf application, and so it makes more sense to just kind of start with the really basics, get it into the ecosystem, and then we can expand, or other people can contribute. Does that make sense to really kind of start with this simple way of us implementing this?
Yeah, it does. Absolutely.
Okay. The next question that I think is the biggest one is, how do we go about adding these? Is there a third-party module? Like, I don't recall when I looked through the Leaf PHP docs that there was anything about like third-party modules. Does it exist right now?
I'm now kind of curating a list of those. But right now, they're just regular PHP libraries. They don't really use anything directly from Leaf.
Yeah, which is kind of like what we've done now too. We're also not using anything directly from Leaf. We're just kind of calling out Leaf within them. So like, what's the best way to start getting these into the ecosystem stuff? Is it, do you have a place where you're putting these things right now? Like where you're
I'm now,
this list?
I'm now doing that. So currently, all you need to do is just get it on packages, and then have a little documentation, and that's all. So I can take.
What's the package manager again? What is it called? Did you say packages?
Yes, that's the repo. That's a repository. It's kind of like npm.
Okay.
This kind of.
So what's Composer then?
Composer uses packages as a host for its packages.
Okay. All right. I got you. Well, I mean, there other package managers do the same thing. They'll use another.
Yeah, exactly. It's kind of like how Yarn uses the npm repo, stuff like that.
Okay. Got it. Okay.
So where should we? Comment stuff up here. Okay, that's just me posting stuff. So what should we? Actually, my first question: are these in the right spots right now, Will? Like, are these where we want them to be? The OneLeaf plugin and the DevCycle plugin, or do we need to move them somewhere?
So you can answer that for yourself on the Leaf one. If you're cool with it being under your name, sure.
No.
So if no, then we should move it to your company's org, and I think mine is already there.
Yeah, yours is already there. Okay, so I'm gonna move this now. over to. So the team at DevCycle, we have three main GitHub orgs. We have like our corporate org, which is for all of our production code. We have a labs org, which is all of our maintained example apps. And then I went a little bit crazy when we were building example apps, and I built so many that they were like, Andrew, you need to stop building example apps because we can never maintain all of these. And I was like, okay, well, do you want me to delete them? They're like, well, we're not going to delete them, but we're going to create a third org basically just to hold all of the like example things that are created through the course of the stuff that I do, that are like not maintained in any way, but are still there. So I'm going to transfer this over to Sandbox. All right.
I kind of use my OneSignal developers org that way, but I create private repos for that kind of stuff since private repos are now free.
Weren't they always?
No.
Interesting.
Nah. Before you used to have to pay for private repos. I think we made it free in 2017 or 2018. One of those years. I forget.
Interesting.
It's been a while.
All right. DevCycle Sandbox. DevCycle Leaf plugin. Copy and paste. All right. Oh. Okay. Let's do this.
I kind of despise these types of 2FA where it requires you to have a mobile phone, a smartphone with an app. I really hate it.
Yeah, technically I've got it set up so that I could just log into one password to do it, but
Well, yeah, that's how mine's set up too, but GitHub doesn't respect it. They always force me to do it through their app, even though I'm like, remember this authentication method for next time. And they don't.
Interesting. Is this private for me right now? No, public.
Oh, you know what? I might be a collaborator. Yeah. Just remove me as a collaborator.
Get off of there, Will.
It's cool.
Farewell.
I see how it is. I will farewell.
Farewell. Get out of there. You are no longer welcome here. Sorry. We've got I will say like our security is pretty tight on all of our repos and all of our code. So
No, it's
about
not.
that,
It's
but
in GitHub. It's not. It's just. It's not.
Oh, so okay. So speaking of, so this is unrelated to this, but I'm curious from both of you. Do you use VPSs for personal projects? Yes or no?
Yeah, sometimes. Yeah, if I need it to be
Yeah.
hosted for whatever reason.
Who do you use?
Who are these people? You know them. The ones. Everyone uses them. It's the one.
Who are these people?
It's the DigitalOcean them. It's like, do you even have to say? Like,
Yeah.
it goes without saying. Like that and Vercel, because it's easy. And I pay them a crap ton of money, so I want to put as much crap on their stuff as possible.
That is very fair. What about you, Michael? Who do you use?
Anything available for backend stuff. All my front-end stuff goes on Netlify. For backend, DigitalOcean, Fly, anything really.
Yeah. I'm like, I need to move some projects to some Canadian servers, and I'm like, I'm super worried about security, and like, I don't know.
What do you
Very
mean?
concerned.
AgileBytes is Canadian. 1Password, aren't they? They're a Canadian company.
They're a Canadian company, but it's the actual code, like my code base. So BC, especially like where I live, is very privacy focused, and so they want everything to be on Canadian servers wherever possible, and it can't even be like a US owned company because of the Patriot. Is it the Patriot? What's the one?
No, that's not the reason.
US
That's not the real
government
reason.
look
Is
at
they
everything?
want to be able to snoop on you in Canada. They need it there. They can't do it if it's here in America. That's the real reason. They're trying to say it's for your safety. That's a lie.
But I've been looking at like spinning one up, but like the security thing really bothers me. I spun up like a DigitalOcean droplet years ago and had like somebody DDoS me, and I've just been afraid to spin up a VPS for a long time. And so like I always defer to like managed hosting, but it's like I use this Amismo company, but it's like So, and it's basically just a front end for AWS. So it doesn't actually help me with that kind of stuff, but I'm also like $10 per app per month, right? Like I could have like a $10 VPS that's running a ton of stuff, whereas this is limited to one app.
Right. Yeah, that's typically what I do. Like I will have, normally I have two for each project, like a big project. A project is composed of a bunch of different projects.
Yeah.
So it's like, there might be like 20 or 30 different services running on one VPS, and they're all different for different types of things. And
But how do you
it works
secure it?
Well, you secure it the same way you would any other system that's connected to the internet. Like you need to configure your firewall. That's always a good one. Normally I will proxy traffic from the ports that are exposed on the web to the app, so it'll be under a specific domain. There's specific hardening things that you can install for Linux, I'm sure. I haven't done any of this type of stuff in a while though. Mostly it's you set it up and then you kind of just forget it. Every now and again you do some sudo apt-get update type stuff and you.
Yeah.
I feel like do you guys find that now you basically, for a lot of things, you basically need to be a DevOps engineer to deploy things? And so there's like two areas where people are finding success right now. It's like the thing that makes it so easy that anybody can do it, and the thing that's so complicated to run that you have to literally have a degree in something to run it, and there's nothing in the middle really.
Yeah.
Well, there's a reason for that. Like the people who have the problems are generally very technical people, and if they want to be easy, chances are they're trying to make it for people who aren't technical. So like,
but what about for us, like pseudo technical people, us people that kind of know what we're doing but not enough?
I think what you probably will end up happening is you will have to learn enough to do what you need to do, and then at that point you know a lot, and it's like these tools become limiting.
Yeah, that's where I'm at.
I don't know, I'm just making stuff
right
up.
now.
Don't listen to me.
No, I'm there right now, man. I'm definitely there right now. Like I love this platform. The reason this comes up is because Laravel just launched their cloud hosting service.
Of course.
Right? They're having a moment. Like Laravel's having its moment. They had their conference recently. But yeah, they're just doing it's same thing as these guys have been doing. Like this company's is unfortunately, I don't think they'll make it through because it's just like an indie developer that's building this. So, and they're gonna price it out so that it's similarly priced, which is kind of sad. But the reason I wanted to say this, all in all, just for people that are watching, if you're like, even if you're not interested in PHP, so have you guys heard of Coolify?
No.
Yep.
You have? Yeah.
Yeah.
So Coolify is a Vercel alternative, like basically a self-hosted Vercel, or Netlify or Heroku alternative. But the wildest thing about this, do you know what programming language this was built in?
Are you going to say PHP?
I'm definitely going to say
sounds
PHP.
like yes.
100%.
I mean, the way you set
100%.
it up, I'm like, it must be PHP.
Yep.
If you're asking.
It was PHP. But I want to install this, but I've been looking for like managed hosting services. So like, I'm a big fan of paying somebody to manage the things that I don't understand, but it's expensive. You're paying a premium. For
Well,
that.
yeah,
I know it's kind of the point. It's kind of the point.
So-
I want all the freedom and all the security. I want all the things, Will. I want to have
Well,
everything.
what you're
I want my-
explaining is what most humans want. They want all the things without having to pay any of the costs.
Yeah.
And we can want. There's nothing wrong with wanting. There's another thing is because most of these tools are basically just reselling you Amazon Web Services. So there is
absolutely,
a
that's what this is.
open source tool in fact he streams a lot. I think he goes by Dax. SST.
Dax, yeah.
SST. His project. So just use that. Like if it connects to your your AWS and you do everything from here. You can set up your infrastructure this way. And he has an amazing guide, this right here. So it gives you everything. You go through, create an app, you learn everything you need to learn.
Very cool. Y'all are learning stuff today.
And-
You're learning about lots of things.
And it's TypeScript. I know how you like TypeScript.
I love it. I love me and TypeScript are tight. I'm actually falling more and more. I'm like, I don't want to say I'm falling in love with, but I am enjoying. I'm enjoying a lot of the frameworks that I've been doing. I think I've done on my like Friday streams. I've done like 25 different frameworks so far, and like a lot of them are JavaScript. And like there's some good, not well known, similar to Leaf. There are some really well known smaller frameworks out there that people should go and look for, and not just be satisfied with like the big players that they know about.
We'll have no shortage of content. That's good.
Ain't that the truth? Okay, so let's get back in here. So I've got my repository transferred over to DevCycle HQ Lab or Sandbox, where I think I lose access to like.
Did you
being able to
accept
do
it
anything.
by any chance, or did it not tell you?
Did it go in? Nope, it's there.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, so that's there, and yours is there as well. So I guess we both individually got to publish our things in packages, right? How is it? Do we just need to create an account then?
Yeah,
Is that-
you just create an account. There's a submit button you can click on.
Wouldn't it be under your?
Yeah.
Shouldn't you already have an account, Andrew? Since isn't DevCycle? Don't y'all have a PHP package?
Oh, you make a valid point. Hold on. Who published DevCycles? DevCycle.
I know we
Look at
do. I
you.
just don't know who or what. Right.
Yeah. Dang. That's actually a lot of That's a shocking number of downloads.
Spoken like someone who's never saw this. Didn't even know.
That is. Hold on.
What if this is
Hold on.
per month? What if this is monthly downloads?
Nah, it's since 2021. Okay, I want to see
Oh,
one
really?
signal.
Oh, it does say that. No, that just says member since. Don't look at ours. It's probably going to be embarrassing.
Yo, no, there's a lot of people that have
Oh,
published their own internal
oh.
wrappers.
Oh man, that makes me feel bad.
Is that 3 million?
Yeah.
Wow, 3 million, and not even on the official one. The official. Hold on, is it? Where's the one? Can you actually?
I don't
search
think we
just-
have an official one.
You have the One Signal API stuff, which I think is what is installed in.
Oh yeah, that yeah. So yeah, I wouldn't expect a lot of
Right.
people to use that because most people using PHP are likely using WordPress or Laravel or or most likely WordPress.
Or Leaf PHP. Are we with? So if you're watching out there, internet, if you are watching right now, that's a 52,000 for DevCycles SDK and only a 35,000 for One Signal's PHP API. I just saying if you're keeping score out there on the internet, DevCycle wins.
Well then, now that
But-
you made it a competition, I have to give a caveat. Caveat is that the workloads or the types of things that you're going to do with our SDK on the server are very, very minor. It's just to send your messages.
True.
That's it. Whereas I think for you, like you exist, like that's where your app exists, right? Because you're doing feature flags. Yeah,
Yeah.
makes sense.
You can do a client side a lot there, but I will say, so the one thing that I will definitely say is like the community built wrappers and things like that are here are huge. Like you guys, like I type in DevCycle on Packagist, I get one thing that's actually DevCycle, some recycle, which is fun. I'm curious though as well, what about the Leaf PHP stuff? What do we get if we search here for Leaf PHP? So these are all you, right, Michael?
Yeah.
Somebody forking Leaf and calling it Flow.
Yeah, he is building something.
Opportunity.
It's kind of like a starter kit. Yeah, exactly.
He should have called it STEM.
Oh, I like that actually. That's super cool.
Yeah, really cool stuff.
And it's all built off of Leaf?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what, like who is this? Who is this?
He is part of the team.
I love that. That's so cool. Okay, so if you're out there on the internet and you're like, I want to find a project in which to install these awesome wrappers, I feel like that's the language, is wrapper. Like, I want to install the dev cycle and one signal wrapper. Try this flow. This is very cool. Mailing is built in. Huh. I really, really like that. That's very, very cool. Ooh, what's going on there? That's interesting. Little bug there, Mr. GitHub. Little bug.
Wait, why is that a bug?
Well, because you should be able to click on this and it'll pull up the image, right? That would be what I would assume.
I don't think.
Weird.
That's a SVG. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know. Strange. What else do we got that's Leaf PHP? API starter kit. Why did you abandon the API starter?
That was a very terrible idea.
Dang, I love how you're just over here. You're just snooping through the stuff and just questioning it.
Exactly. That's what I'm here for. That's listen,
interrogating. Why did you get rid of this?
We've created a very simple wrapper around both of our technologies, so we gotta fill the stream somehow. All right, let's see what we got here.
No, that's not from me.
No, Lean PHP. I love it. Close enough to Leaf. Leap PHP? Really? Come on, that's hilarious. I feel like anytime you've got to say a lightweight adaptable PHP framework and then say install Docker, it's not a lightweight PHP framework.
All right, why?
I don't know. I feel like for most people that are getting started, if you have to install Docker, it's too much.
Yeah, that's a problem.
Here's a counterpoint.
Okay. What do you got?
The alternative requires you to install Linux.
True. Yeah. Does it though?
You can't run PHP.
I mean, if you're working on a small project and I don't know, if it's something tiny, you can just use like a shared hosting platform. That works. So in that case, you wouldn't want to spin up Docker.
Yeah, you have to install something. Is what I'm saying. Like you gotta.
That's true. You are gonna have to install something.
At least with the Docker, it does all the configuration crap. You know, so you can ship that to different machines. It's more portable, versus if you've done all your configuration on this one server. What happens when you want to replicate those changes to another server, or which is much more likely to happen, you do something, you fuck it up. How do you fix it?
I've never
You've never
up code
okay.
in my life. Never.
No,
it's always perfect.
Okay.
Yeah, no testing as well. Like never.
No, you're not doing it right then. That's why you've never failed. You haven't done any tests yet. Just write some tests.
Yeah, you're not wrong. That's why. If I write the tests, I will know that things went wrong. So if you never write the tests, then things never go wrong. That's the way that software development works, right? Everything's AI now, anyways. So I can just totally rely on anything that ChatGPT produces.
Yeah, I've not been having those results have been
going to be out
getting
of the
worse.
game soon.
I'm curious, Michael. How's your experience with Chat? I'm sure you've used it. How's your experience with ChatGPT been?
I just mostly use it for documentation.
But like, how do you find it?
Not for code. How do I find it? I mean, it works. It works for my use case. It works.
I didn't hear it works well. I just heard it works. So I'm going to assume that it doesn't work well since you didn't.
It does work well. I just
it works well. Okay.
things. Like I can't just copy and paste and upload. I have to do a little fine tuning.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if you're using ChatGPT right now, I gotta shout out these guys because I met a bunch of their DevRel people that are out there and I keep hearing about them. Have you guys heard about Pieces for developers yet?
I know we can talk offline.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I was on one of their spaces, Twitter spaces.
Have you guys used it?
Nope.
So I like the concept. The concept is very cool in that you're basically running a local server and then you have an app that is talking to this. I don't know. I haven't seen really a really solid dev tool come out in a while. Like Zed came out. Zed is really good. But like that's the last dev tool that I can recall that I've been like, ooh, this is gonna be around for a while and it's gonna make an impact. But like when I heard the sales pitch for Pieces, I was like, I get this, especially if it's like offline stuff, but you do need to be running like a pretty decent rig. And even right now, like it's trying to launch and it's struggling because I've got Zoom going and a bunch of other stuff. So
Is it similar to or have you heard of Nix OS?
yeah, I know Nix. Yeah.
Have you used that at all? If you don't like Docker, that could be an alternative where you configure your stuff, you know, and just do it in Nix, and that way you can, you know, get rid of Docker.
Yeah, and to be honest with you, the reason I've heard of Nix is because Replit uses Nix behind the scenes, as does Railway.
Are they doing something now?
Here we go. Pieces for developers. No, it's literally just ChatGPT, but you're running it locally, or you can connect to the off device. So basically, you can just choose a model, and then download it onto your device, and it runs locally instead of you having to call externally. It's just like a local UI for doing stuff that you've already been doing this for a while, Will. It's really just an easier way to do this. And then they've got a bunch of extensions to like bookmark stuff and create like your own kind of internal tooling for it. I haven't used it extensively because I'm definitely still in the like go and ask ChatGPT mode, but it's a cool tool, and I need to spend more time with it. Okay, where is our window? Okay, I need to go and see which account signed up for. Oh, let me pull 1Password off of the main screen. Cycle. 1Password. Because I actually got in trouble recently for publishing something on a brand new NPM account and then needed to switch it over to our corporate NPM account. So I don't want to do that again. Okay, where are you hiding? Packagist. Oh, sick. Did I publish something? I don't know. Oh, that's 2021. Okay. Let's pull this up, sign in, pull this off screen for a second. Will, do you know where yours is published right now?
Where
which account?
For OneSignal, for their I don't have any. I have no idea. In fact, I don't think we've published anything to PHP anything for some time.
I think that is very true.
So I will have. I'm looking, and I'm going to remember the important steps. And once I get the credentials, or maybe someone else has to do it, I don't know. We'll see.
Okay, before we do this, is there, I mean, I can only speak for mine. Is there anything that I should change in here in terms of naming conventions or anything like that, Michael, to make this easier for people to find? Or do you think DevCycle Leaf plugin is fine? Oh, I cannot.
Oh, you're on mute, Michael.
Oops, sorry. I think you already set up the name in the composer.json during our last meeting, so it should be fine. Yeah.
It's just this DevCycle/DevCycle though. Is that right?
Yeah. Yep.
Wait, why doesn't it not need Leaf plugin at the end?
You can actually name it anything. So you can add the Leaf plugin, but this is exactly the name you give it in this composer.json is what people would enter when they're installing the plugin.
Yeah, that I think that's my. Oh, okay, never mind. I got you. Okay. Because
wait, hold
my
on. So then
my
this is
concern
gonna-
is that if you use what you have now and you try to load it, it's gonna load this plugin and not your actual dev cycle SDK. That's my concern.
Yeah. So, okay. So this is what I'm saying here. So I'm going to need to update this, which I'm just going to do in the UI. Composer lock. Yeah, because this is
Oh, right.
just...
Right.
Okay, let me go look at another example of one of these. So let's go and look at what past Michael has done, and that will tell us what we're going to do. Leaf PHP. Leafs PHP? No. It's not.
Yeah.
Repositories, blog, skeleton, Vite, auth. Let's do the auth one 2 weeks ago. Okay, so yeah, this one you're calling Leafs auth,
Yeah.
and then you use that way to install there.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, so we should definitely rename this. We should name it like DevCycle. Did that make sense, right, Will? Like to actually rename it to the...
Yeah, dev cycle will be your
Dev cycle
org
will be-
name slash. This would be
Dev
so
cycle
you should
Leaf
put
plugin.
Leaf extension just so that it doesn't, or
Yeah.
Leaf plugin or
Yeah.
whatever you want.
Is plugin good or is wrapper better, Michael? What do you think?
I mean, they both work. shouldn't really matter.
Leaf plugin it is. And we're gonna do the appropriate thing that you should always do, which is push directly to main, with
Yep.
no description. Just this is the best way to use GitHub. Also, don't use it on your desktop. Just do everything in the browser, because that's the way to roll. All right, so we got that.
Yeah.
And then I need to update this to the namespace is going to be devcycle / right? So I'm going to update this
Yep.
to, yeah, devcycle / devcycle leaf extension.
No,
Anything else we need to
plugin.
Was it plugin?
Oh, plugin, yes. Devcycle leaf plugin, server SDK. I think all the rest of this is right.
Yeah, it seems fine. Yeah.
That's all good.
Yeah.
Yep, I think that's fine. Actually need to add an MIT license to this as well, because I didn't put an MIT license in there. So commit changes. Again, appropriate way to use GitHub, everybody, if you're watching. And then, do I have an MIT license in here? I don't. Now, is it still... Oh, I don't get settings options here anymore.
Oh yeah, you don't have you don't have privileges.
I don't have... We're very locked down. It's all right. It's just like license.md, right?
Yeah.
Go. Okay. Okay.
There's a GitHub repo full of licenses, by the way. Oh, never mind. I see you. It pulled
Yeah,
it up.
if you just type in license, it'll bring you through. So this is what I love about this. MIT license, DevCycle, HQ Sandbox, DevCycle.
Technically, don't we have to adopt a license of Leaf?
Leaf's MIT, right?
I don't know.
Yeah,
Actually, no, we don't.
MIT.
We're not dependent on it. Never mind.
Yeah, exactly.
It's gonna say, yeah, we don't have to abide by your rules.
Ooh, but I do have to abide by the DevCycle. Boom. I might have done a thing. Oh wait, I didn't commit anything yet. Whew. All right, we're good. Okay, let me go and see. GitHub.com/DevCycle HQ.
Oh, do you have a modified MIT license?
I don't know if we have an MIT license at all. I think we might have a different license, but I might be wrong. PHP. No, MIT. We're good. Okay, good. Commit changes. Create license. Beautiful. Okay, so I think I'm good to go now. And now I just literally need to go to Packagist and publish it, right?
Yep.
Where was that? Refresh.
There are no
DevCycle.
secrets anywhere in that, right?
No,
Okay.
it sets up a GitHub pipeline for you.
Oh, it does. Oh, okay. It
Submit.
does it for you. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so then I'm gonna go DevCycle leaf plugin. You must make sure before submitting your package, the authoritative name will be taken from the composer and it cannot be changed after that. Do not submit forks. I mean, I'm gonna trust that Michael knows what he's doing. I feel like I can then just blame you if things go wrong and I get yelled at by my
This isn't based on a
sysadmin.
fork, is it?
No, this is
No.
based on a fork. Mine is that I have of yours, but it's not based on a fork. No, we built this ourselves.
Okay. All right.
I just hope
okay.
it doesn't have
Gotcha.
beans. DevCycle leaf plugin, and then DevCycle leaf plugin. Okay, I think we're good. We're gonna find it. The package. Yes. Please set up the GitHub hook. Okay, so the DevCycle leaf plugin is there, but now I need to set up a GitHub hook.
What
Yeah,
if
for
we don't
releases.
want to do that? Like, what if that's
then
not
you
our
can
flow?
just skip it. You can just skip it then.
Oh, wait, hold on. I shouldn't have had this name dev main, should I? I think I screwed up.
No. It picks up the branch name. So it's
Yeah.
dev, then the branch name.
I think my issue is that it's not picking up the license. Oh, because I didn't add license in Composer.
Yeah.
Okay,
No. You don't need it. It'll pick up the GitHub license. That's how it should work.
that's what I thought, but it's not.
Click on that commit shaw
The package is not
B728.
auto updated.
Sorry, what am I doing?
Let's see.
You see that license that
Click on
says
the green
B7?
update.
Or yeah, just click update then.
Yeah. It should refresh and see.
Oh, so this update pulls from GitHub, right? So if I go to
Yeah.
update on GitHub and then click, oh, I like that. That's super simple. Yeah, I don't need the GitHub hook.
It's still not. Where is it?
The license is there. It's just saying it's unknown. But yeah, it looks like everything is here.
Okay, so not updated needs attention. Not auto update needs attention. Yeah, that's what's confusing to me. I think it's the dev main thing that's freaking me out. Hold on. Let me look in here. Oh, this is the git push stuff. Actually, I don't know what this is. We're gonna ignore that. Composer.json. Yeah, it's because it's not in here.
Right.
PSR require, I hope this is all right, authors. I guess I should now go in and update all of this stuff in my composer. And where is it getting the dev main and not just main?
No,
That's
that it is. I
Yeah,
think that's just
that's-
dev or
yeah.
main.
Oh, dev or main.
Yeah.
Okay. I
No,
think I know
it's
what it is.
dev and then a branch name. So if you have multiple branches, it will list all of them with dev.
Oh, okay. Okay, let's add this stuff in here. Description, keywords. Oh, I wish this would auto lint. Or I could just.
Technically,
Come
that's
on,
it's not next. That's
This is
not
not-
linting.
This is not what I'm supposed to be doing. This is not what I'm supposed to be using this for. It's all right. I'll fix it in a minute. Okay.
It works. It
SDPHP,
works. It's okay.
SDK. It works. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Add a leaf PHP. Leaf PHP. Dev cycle. What did I say this in my Dev cycle HQ sandbox? Leaf plugin. I can't even update the descriptors in here, which really bothers me. Wrapper for dev cycle. Hold on, wrong one. Dev cycle PHP wrapper for the leaf. framework. That's right. That's right. Name, authors, dev cycle. Oh, name. Don't need that there anymore. Authors, library. Okay, I think all of this is good now. And now we're gonna go to JSON Prettify. Make pretty. Fantastic.
I have a tool that you will love.
All right, what's the tool?
Type in dev utils in
good.
Google.
Type in what?
Dev utils in Google. Indie developer built it.
Oh, that's sick. URL parsers.
So here's what's
Serializers.
dope. So imagine you have something that's already in your clipboard. You can just open the app. So I have it bound to a keyboard shortcut. You just open the app and it automatically goes to the thing that you want based off of the input. So it can guess.
Marked. That's sick. I like this. You know what? I really like the new model that we're moving away from this whole monthly model to like you pay $40, you get it forever, but it's just a year of updates, and then you pay another $40 the next year. Like I would much rather that than pay a monthly fee.
Agreed. Yeah, it seems like it's more of the developer shops that are doing that. No, not necessarily corporate. Oh, I think we lost Michael, just FYI.
Just on one of the platforms.
Oh, really? Oh.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
he's still
interesting.
on Zoom.
Oh, well,
Oh, hold on. He might have disappeared. He's gone. I got to bring him back on. One second.
he's still on mine.
Hold on. Okay. He is over here. Oh, there we go. He's
But
right
yeah,
here.
using
He was
this
here the whole
right here
time.
has saved me so much time.
I kind of closed my browser mistakenly.
Oh yeah,
No,
I
no,
do that
you're all good.
often. Don't worry.
I love that though. I think that's great. Yeah, this is the thing, right? A lot of these indie developers are doing this, and I think it's a brilliant. Like, you're not going to make $1 billion, but if you want a lifestyle,
Do you need
business
$1
where you
billion?
can
Like that's so much money.
I know.
Like for a person, like $1 billion's a lot of money. We throw it around like all willy nilly these days, but that's a lot of money.
I met the guy who. Have you heard of? Do you do Java or Scala stuff at all? Either of you?
Yeah, we talked about this. The Play framework, Akka.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Michael, I don't know. So I went to a conference in Berlin and I got to meet the guy that makes the Play framework. And he's it's literally just like one dude that maintains it, and he makes like low six figures in the US, in Europe, which is a lot for Europe especially. Just all through donations. So it's literally just like companies donate. And so he just maintains this framework. That's all that he does.
Wait.
And I was like,
I'm offended.
Oh, that's the life.
right?
Companies are donating money to him, and he only is making low six figures.
Yeah, but he's happy.
I get that, but like for the amount of value that he's created, because obviously like this is a very valuable framework of companies which are probably making hundreds of millions of dollars. I don't, this is one of the issues I always had, because I used to be in open source, right? Where it's like you build these things and these companies will come in and use it and build, you know, there are other products or companies that'll go out and make millions, billions of dollars, and then, you know, like they're not even willing to donate $10 a year to the project, or they're not willing to donate PRs or anything. Like they kind of just consume. That's why I'm like, for this is such a pervasive framework, for it to only be generating low six figures a year. It's a little, I don't know,
But
doesn't
I will
make me
say,
feel
like,
great.
You look at like Guardian. The Guardian is paying, like, I don't know if this is per year, probably is per year, but like $84,000 US that they've put into this through Open Collective, and like it's all here and you can see it, which I kind of love too. Yeah, I don't know. I love this. I love that this is a thing that can happen. And yeah, like it's maybe not a huge amount of money, but I mean, I feel like if somebody came to you tomorrow, Michael, and they were like, here's $100,000 to just maintain Leaf, I have a feeling you would be over the moon. I would be over the moon if somebody came.
Well,
in,
yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it's actually really fun to know something you created is, like people are actually willing to pay for it, even though it's open source.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Okay. Okay. Keywords. Let's add dev cycle to this list, and then I'm gonna call it here. Leaf PHP. Homepage MIT. Okay, this should fix it. Commit to the main branch. Again, the appropriate thing to do. Okay, let's refresh this. Leaf plugin. Update. Sick. Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, so it's got everything now. I think that'll give it a description as well if we go back to the main page here.
Yeah.
Sick, yeah.
So this is much easier than I was expecting it to be.
True that.
Yeah, packages is a really nice place to host your code.
Yeah, I'm super happy. I also love the NPM is not this smooth to get things up and to update them really easily, so.
Yep.
Okay, Will, do you want to try and do yours, or are you going to be able to?
I can't. I don't have the credentials. So that's a straight no for me for now. I had to find out who, first of all, has credentials to our packages, I guess. I thought it was composers this whole time. I didn't know it was another thing. So I had to find out who owns that first. So it seems like, you're in a better position than me to be able to.
I have all the power and don't know what to do with it most of the time. Can't change simple things. I'm gonna star this actually because I really like this. I want to try this. Actually, okay. So then you know what we're gonna do? Let's spin up a Flow project, and I'm gonna install now that I've got the dev cycle SDK. We're gonna see if we can get this working. I feel like this is the place to go. Composer create. Let's get OpenMV as code. Does this work for you guys? We'll try and install it, see how it works.
Yeah.
Gonna give some love. All right, let's do it.
Your screen. Okay, never mind. It's good now.
Yeah. This is my project. I'm trying to. That doesn't matter. That's a later Andrew thing to do. All right, new file, new folder, new window, terminal, new terminal. Where is it? LS. Sure, we'll do it in there. Don't call it project name, Andrew. Flow. Let me bump this up a little bit. I don't like messages like that. Although it's just, what is that? Is that just warnings?
Why is this talking about migrations?
Because it runs migrations, I'm pretty sure. Yeah?
Wait, what does? The Flow?
The setup process.
Yeah, so he's using Leaf MVC. Leaf gives you an MVC wrapper in case you want to build bigger projects. So instead of individual modules. Yeah.
Okay.
That comes with database migrations and all of that.
CD flow. Okay, let's close this. Okay, so, and I understand why those errors were there now too, because it's just because of the way that it's structured. So in the migrations, where are you hiding? Database, migrations, normally you wouldn't have class, he's got classes, must have classes in one of these. Because that was the error that it was throwing. Maybe not.
Wait, can I see the error?
No, you could, but then I closed the window. So no, there's no error possible to be seen. I have no idea how it is. I thought it was because there was a class that was being called in here, but it doesn't look like it is. Okay, let's go into the README. README. Where's the README?
Command P.
What?
I don't know.
No, there's no README in here.
There might be. Just do. Well, I don't know. Never mind. There might not be.
Oh no, I'll do it. Command P.
No, I don't see it. So I'm like, no, I think you're right. There isn't one.
That's not ideal.
Wait, where is this from?
No,
Did you just
there's-
clone the
there's
project?
Yeah,
there's
so I
supposed
just
to be-
did. I just did this composer.
There's definitely a README
quick
there.
project. There's a README here in like the base one.
Oh, I see what you're
but
saying.
yeah, but it's not in the actual. Huh.
Is that normal to have? Should we have done that for ours?
No,
Well, it's
no.
no.
Okay.
I think this may be my fault. I have a script that runs to kind of duplicate a README. So Leaf MVC has two READMEs, one for Leaf MVC itself and then the other for the project. So it kind of deletes the Leaf README and then replaces it. So that may be what's happening. I'm not so sure though.
Oh, there are those errors again. Create permissions located in app database migrations 0301 app database migrations.
Oh, right.
0301. Create
These are not
roles.
actually errors, they are just warnings. The migrations are not following one particular PHP standard. You can just ignore them.
It's interesting though because it's like create roles.
Yeah,
Oh, okay, never mind. I understand now.
yeah.
Okay, so we've run Composer install, so that's good. We can ignore those. Now we're gonna run
Yeah.
migration and seed. Now, is Leaf using SQLite as the default? Or
Not really. You can configure your own database. So if you open,
Yeah.
there's a config folder right after the app folder. Oh, right. You can even do that here.
yeah, SQLite.
Yeah. So you can just change these.
And then, do you outline database stuff in the docs? Lead PHP.
Yeah.
Database. No, not in there. Get started. SQLite.
There should be.
Database. Logging.
So you found it?
database.
It's under database. There's a collapsible database. Yeah.
Yeah, SQL, install database, Composer. I want to put SQLite there.
Yeah, there's an
But-
example SQLite connection.
Is there?
So with SQLite, all you need is the SQLite and then the database name. So if you go back to your EMV, you can change that.
I'll just call it.
DB database. Yeah, so you probably
I'll
have to
just
get
call
rid
it
of
that.
the rest of it.
Yeah, just comment all this stuff out. And then I need to put that in my database folder, new file, flow_db.sqlite.
No, you don't need to do that. It will automatically pick all of this up. Oh, right.
Oh, will it? Okay. All right,
No.
delete.
It's fine. It's fine.
So if I run my migration stuff, it should pick it up.
Yeah, it should pick it up.
We're gonna see what happens. All right, back over to our flow. So yeah, we should be able to run this and then seed. So we're gonna copy both of those and see what happens. Does not exist.
Maybe you do have to create the
What's that?
file.
Yeah, so I am gonna assume that if I go SQLite Laravel, because it gives an example in here, but not in 11, because 11 it's default now. Let's go 8. SQLite configuration. Yes, absolute path to database. It's the absolute path, that's why. Absolute path. Low DB. Let's just call it database. And I think I just call this.
If you find it within VS Code, you can right click on it to get the base path.
You can put it in storage. That's usually
Oh yeah, that's
where.
storage. Storage it is.
Yeah.
All right. Get out of there. Get out of there. Get into storage. Move. Environment, let's put you in storage, and let's try this again.
That's not an
No.
absolute path. That's relative.
Gotta get rid of that slash or add a dot. Neither?
We'll see. I don't know.
Oh, let's find out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Either. Hold on. Hold on. Laravel, SQLite 8. Using SQLite. Okay, it's gonna tell me what to do. Database/database. I want to try. Oh no, I'll leave it there. Let's go storage.
Why don't you
slash
just
database.
right click on that database SQLite and do copy path and paste it?
Still not working. What?
But it's a different error. Like, right? Last time it
it's
was
the actual. Hold on. Okay, let's. Okay, what do we get? Syntax. Oh, it's because I'm trying to do it in SQLite and the migration stuff is not set up. The seeder's not set up for SQLite.
Oh, it's set up for. Does it say what it's set up for in the seed file? Maybe.
No, I'll go in, but it'll.
Probably PGSQL.
It's either Postgres or Postgres and MySQL generally played nice together. It's like
Yeah.
arrays and stuff like that. It's fine. I could spin up a. Can I spin up a MySQL? Probably could.
Oh, you don't have MySQL on this machine?
Do I? I don't know. Hold on. What's the?
But Planet Scale gives you quick and easy ways to create a MySQL database.
Yeah, let's do it. Pretty sure I have a Planet Scale account.
Well, if you have GitHub, then it's easy.
I now have one. Create new database. $39 a month. Who do you think I am? $39 a month? I don't have that kind of money. Come on.
I thought it was
Planet
free. I
Scale.
guess they just turned on the. I guess they have to make money now.
Yo. Come on now. What are you doing?
There's
Monthly
there's
compute cost-
Supabase, I guess, but that's for Postgres.
30, hold on. MySQL. I probably do have it installed. Hold on. MySQL. What if I just try MariaDB? I have MariaDB installed. Nope.
$40 for a database is expensive though.
It's
that's
pricey.
really expensive.
There was a whole thing about this. Planet Scale removes free tier.
Oh
Remember
yeah,
there
my
like
friend
a
was telling me
thing?
about this. He was telling me about this. I was barely. Hopefully he's not listening. I was listening, but only halfway.
I love that they've already got like a $50 billion market cap, and they're just like, yo, can't deal with that free anymore.
No. They don't. All database companies, all of them together, have a $50 billion market cap.
Oh, I see. That's fair.
Yeah, they would. Man, oh my gosh, like they would be doing so well if they were worth 50 billion.
Do you know what? So I got to do a huge shout out, by the way. We're not going to use them today, but Terso, Canadian database company, the fastest SQLite that I've ever used. Like not the fastest.
Now you have to
SQLite
put. Now we
locally,
have
but,
to
like,
use it.
It's good. Yeah, I can't because it won't make a difference for us here because it's
Uh.
still we're gonna run for the same SQLite error. But it's
Gotcha.
really, really good. We did a test of like this versus a bunch of other ones on another stream that I do. But they're Canadian, so I love shouting them out anytime I can. Okay, where can I host? Where
Well,
to
should we
host?
confirm that this is MySQL
Wait, you don't
and not
have-
Postgres?
You don't have SQL?
I must hold the phone. I must have installed it. How to tell if I have MySQL installed? Because I install many
Just
things.
go
on
to
this
your
device.
terminal and type MySQL.
Yeah,
Yeah, I tried that. I tried that and it didn't work.
So
Oh, no, I
then
tried
you-
MariaDB, I
You
guess.
probably don't then.
MySQL.
Maria, DB.
MariaDB, yeah, MariaDB is MySQL. It's just a newer version. MySQL version, no. There we go. Let's grep some MySQL. I can just install.
That only
MySQL.
tells you if the service is running. That doesn't. But before we go, like we're doing this out of order, I think. We don't know if that project is using MySQL or Postgres, right? Or do we know that it's using MySQL?
So the default that it was set up with was
What was in the env.example?
yeah, MySQL.
That's what. Okay.
So, okay, hold on. I don't want to install. I could. This is where Docker would be really useful, you know?
Oh, now he understands
enough.
Docker.
Fair enough.
Now it's easy.
Okay, where's hosted? Who's got hosted MySQL?
Just no, but seriously,
DigitalOcean.
just install Docker. Like seriously, Docker desktop.
I have
It's-
Docker. I have Docker.
So you can install MySQL that way. Just go to the Docker marketplace or whatever they call it.
All right, let's do that. Docker MySQL. Let's go follow somebody's guide that they wrote. Okay, we got a lot of stuff here. Docker pull MySQL latest. Done. That's not right. You can't use that command. Oh,
Wait. Okay. All right.
cannot connect to Docker. Is
Yeah,
Docker
you don't
running?
you don't have it running. You have to open it.
Come on, Docker. What are you doing?
Well, this seems like user error now. I don't know.
It's dead. Listen, it was always user error. I feel like there was maybe a second that it didn't seem like it was user error.
No,
but
I think what it is that in the past, Docker was something that was always just running in the background. But on Mac OS, it's this app. And if you don't have the app running, then it's not running.
my Docker desktop. All right. It's going. Here we go. Sign in. No, I'm not going to sign in. I'm not going to sign into my Docker account.
You have
All
to.
right, let's
now.
go. MySQL. Oh, how do you actually access it? Docker pull.
Go back to desktop. I will show you. Just go back to Docker desktop
back to Docker desktop. We're
And-
pulling it up.
and click on images. And no. Go back. And you see on the right? Yeah, there you go.
Need to specify one of them as an environment variable. I suppose I can do that. Where do I define my environment variables?
I think you need to stop it first.
It's not running. Never started.
Oh, it's not? Okay. Gosh. I don't know. Try dev. No, it's not dev environments.
Oh, hold on. It might actually tell me in this guide that I decided to look up. Okay, let's get that. Docker run MySQL strong password. Now let's create our first container from the MySQL image. Name test MySQL. Can I just do that? Oh yeah, because that creates an environment variable. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna literally follow these exact instructions. I'm gonna get out of here, Docker desktop. I don't need you anymore. We're gonna run this random command that I placed in here, and I'm gonna use the very strong root password of.
I have an
strong
alternative.
password.
You can just create a container for the volume instead of running it directly.
Hold on. Okay, how do I do that? What am I doing?
So if you go to containers at the top there, and then you see the little thingamajig, the actions.
I do.
View details, maybe.
View details? View details.
All right, just click all of these tabs, inspect and all that. Maybe they've changed the
See nothing.
thing.
Bind mounts, execs, files, stats. It looks like they're defining them like they're not defining them in the UI. They're literally like creating in the terminal.
No, they are definitely in the UI too. Docker desktop and the CLI are two different products. They're not the same. Here, let me share
Yeah, share.
this link.
Share away.
No, I'll just share the link. It's easier. It's gonna be in Zoom.
In the Zoom chat, we're gonna open this link that Will sent, but I don't know where. It hasn't sent it yet.
I don't know where it went either. I'll send it in StreamYard.
In the StreamYard. I love that we're like, Michael, come and we'll do Leaf PHP things. And now we're just like, playing around with Docker.
Oh,
because
sorry,
that's
I
where
see
you
something.
roll.
Yeah.
This is how you roll, man. It's like these things come in the same sentence. We got like Planet Scale, Docker, and Leaf PHP, my friend. I want
Yep.
these things got to be in the same space. All right, let's go to this private chat. Oh man, super user stuff. All right, accept Docker desktop. You need to satisfy one. Docker exec.
You see, scroll down.
Scroll.
Yeah,
Docker
you see
desktop.
that? You see that copy thing right there?
Docker copy Docker run.
Yeah. That's why I
Gonna
was
do
like, you
that.
should have something like that there, but
I do have copy.
Oh, you
Docker
do
run.
have it. Oh,
Copy,
okay.
Copied to clipboard, and then I want to run that on my terminal.
yeah, but then you'll add your you'll like edit it and add your variable, the MySQL root
All right.
something.
Okay, we're gonna do that. All right. Roll. I bet you this is gonna be the same thing.
It should be relatively, but we'll know it works, right?
There's nowhere to edit those.
No, you have
I
to
just
add
gotta
it.
add
Yeah,
them.
yeah, you just add it. Yeah. It's a
This is gonna
flag,
be
so
the
you
same.
could just do space and then put the flag.
Space --env equals MySQL root password equals Andrew. Done.
Oh, it was doing it. You see up there?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right, cool.
He was. It's all right. It's done. It's done now. It's working. There we go. MySQL. Not found MySQL. What's going on? Oh, maybe it's not running. Hold on. What's happening here? So I've done
Wait,
it
what were you
wrong.
trying to do? What were you? Can you?
I thought I was running MySQL. Do I not want to just go MySQL?
No.
It's not running right now.
Yeah, it should have started that container. Don't you have to do Docker run?
Yeah, it doesn't want to run.
In your terminal?
Okay, hold on.
Don't you have? Oh no, it does have Docker there. Never mind.
I'm gonna see if this will work. I don't think it will, but I'm gonna try it anyways. Docker run. You did nothing. You did nothing. You did the same thing. Oh, it's running. It's running though. All right. Can I type in MySQL now? No, I can't type in MySQL.
Well, you will never be able to do that. That's not how. That's not a program on your computer. You would have to connect to that Docker container.
I feel like if I type in,
Just
we're
click
in
open.
2024.
Open in terminal, and then you can do your SQL stuff there.
All right, MySQL. Access denied. Okay. That's fine because really we just need to connect to this. So how am I going to connect to this using this? So I need to get rid of all of that. Hold on.
So your container will give you a a network thingamajig or something like
Yeah,
that.
that's what I'm looking for right now. Is it this? No.
Maybe inspect, and then in there somewhere, scroll down. You see where it says networks, and that little. I can't annotate your screen, but yeah, there's a thing called networks at the top. It's a blue box, the last one.
Oh yeah, there we
that
go. Networks, bridge.
And there should be an IP address 172.17.01 or 2.
02.
Yeah, so try to
let's
ping.
add that to here. What's going to be our port? I'm going to assume it's the same port, 3306. And then what was the name of the database that we just created? Name of the database was Test MySQL or
Yeah, test MySQL.
yeah, Test MySQL. So y'all, you're learning how to get this set up. You're welcome. Not you guys, the people that are watching. Okay, let's see what happens now. Oh, okay, good. It's
Don't
working.
you have to put a password?
No errors yet. Yeah, I do. It's not gonna work. It's gonna get real mad at me.
Well, it's not failing, so maybe not. Or maybe it is failing, but it's forgetting to tell you that it failed.
All right. Password. What did I set my password as?
Wasn't it Andrew?
Oh, Andrew. It was Andrew. Yeah. Root. Andrew. Okay, let's try this again. Okay. So
Any feedback?
nothing yet. Let's ping that. Let's ping. What did I have it set as? 1721702. 72 1702 170.2. Now it's timing out.
Well, it's also an instant timeout. It may not respond to it because ping is, that it has to be set up, and you can turn it off.
I'm getting a timeout on my.
Okay.
Mac.
So, do you have Homebrew installed?
Yeah, I got it.
Can you do brew install my SQL CLI? I think that's what it's called. I don't use MySQL, so I think it's MySQL CLI.
Yeah, I'm gonna do MariaDB. Let's just.
No, this is something very different than I'm asking. This is a
Oh,
client
okay.
that I'm asking you to install. You're trying to
Okay.
install a database server.
Yeah. Okay. Brew install MySQL CLI.
Yeah, I think it's all one word, most likely. Or yeah, Google it. Yeah, let's Google it and see. Okay, it is that, or maybe. No.
Nothing. So we've got MySQL client
You
or MySQL
just,
shell.
Just go back to Google and click on that first link and copy what it says. Because I don't actually know the names of things. Just it's there. Yeah, that thing.
Okay.
And
In
then
the
what you
meantime-
can do from here is you'll type in your MySQL client or CLI, I think it's what it is, and then you can specify the host. And what I'm trying to get at is I'm trying to see, is it the server that's actually not responding, or do we have the wrong IP address? So there's a few things I'm trying to see. Because it timed out, so it's either because we put the wrong IP address or because it's not actually running. Right, so I want to find out which one it is.
Okay. So what are we doing now?
So type MySQL CLI in your terminal.
Dash CLI.
Yeah. Oh no, without the dash. It's just one word. What the fuck?
Command line client. I just do MySQL. Oh, hold on. I need to reset my. Close this.
Before you, okay, all right. There was an export that it told you to do too. Is that?
It did. Yeah. I can do that if I need.
But you don't. I don't think you have to, other than that first one up there. Yeah, that one.
No, that's what I'm gonna do. Oh, no. What's the reset for the terminal to get it to?
Source.
Is it just source?
Yeah.
Dot slash. or
And
just
source tilde, basically the file. So your root is going to be tilde slash dot zsh rc. Tab. You don't wanna have to- All right, cool.
there we
Now
go.
we should have MySQL CLI. Yeah,
Yeah.
and now cool. Now let's give it your server.
172 dot. What was it? 172 dot. 17.02. 17.0.2.
So we're going to try two different ways. All right, now let's try dot one, which is the gateway. Same thing. I'm gonna posit that maybe it's not running, or it's running
Or
on some
maybe it's
port.
just not exposed.
Yeah. Or the port's not exposed.
Hold the phone. We
Oh
had,
no,
like,
it was
a
there. You
nice-
see, 3306. We saw the port, so I
Yeah.
think it's right.
Hold on. There was a way. MySQL Docker. We're following these MySQL Docker. Let's get rid of that for a second. So I was following this guide here. Followed these instructions, started it, all this stuff. Docker run, Docker exec container name bash. No. Docker exec test MySQL bash. MySQL user root, enter password. Brew install MySQL. Supposed to get it outside the container. 3307. Docker run D. Port 30. Do I need to run this? Restart by mapping a port of the container to the port on our local machine. After installation, if you're running a container, remove it and stop it. Holy moly, this seems like a lot of work to get this up and running. Why?
Well, hold on. I think if you just like not all of the things you have to do, there's only 2 things you have to do from this page.
True.
We need to figure out how to specify the port as a run string, like, you know, in that command. So we just need to figure out how do we do that, and it looks like it's -p. All right, so if we just do the -p, we can bind the port to our local port. So we just add that one thing to ours.
So you're talking about you're wanting to do this, so do this for. Is this what you're talking about?
I can't. The first bullet point. You see?
-p.
Yeah, I think we just need to add that to our command.
Our
The terminal.
here. -p.
Yeah, but press up a few times until we get to the command to run the Docker thing. You gotta cycle through your history.
Come on, go. It's not.
Control
going to
C.
work, but
That's
it's
because you type something. Do Control C,
Oh, there
and
you
then
go.
Control and yeah.
Look at
All right, now you passed it, I think. It's the Docker command that you ran earlier.
Yeah, up here. This one.
Yeah, and then the -p with the port. So space, and then you can bind it to the port that you want to use. But you can't run this yet because you also have to specify a port. You can't just do -p. You have to tell it what port.
Yeah.
So to stop it, you can use Docker Desktop to go and stop the current one, because it's not gonna let you.
Let's go stop the current one. Oh, this is on another window. I love that the most challenging piece here has been running Docker. There's a lesson.
Well, to be fair, I haven't had any issues with it. It's fairly simple.
Yeah, it's true. Also, I
fairly
think
simple
the
for me.
real message here is I just suck at sysadmin. Okay, so I think that stopped. Yeah. Okay, so what are we doing now? So now we're going back over to our terminal, and then we were gonna do the port, and that was in here.
And
So we
you
needed to
really should use the command that you could get from Docker Desktop, not the one that you made up, because it may not be doing things that, you know, like.
Yeah, I agree. So this is the port that we need to define, though, right? Like that's how we need to define it. -- port. So let's go
You can't. Yeah.
potentially. But I'm not gonna listen to this guide. I'm gonna go and find the Docker Desktop command, which was the one that we grabbed from test MySQL, and then we grabbed our copy Docker run, and let's get rid of that. Okay. And then -- equals 3306 and -p. Is this what you were thinking, Will?
No, let's just delete the -p. I think -- port does the same thing.
Yeah.
I don't understand. Well, that's what my expectation would be. Now you can't just run this, because you see there for the password where it says strong password.
gotta
Maybe we should
change that.
So here's my recommendation: copy this using your mouse, put it in a file like your text editor or something, edit it there, and then we can paste it back in.
Great. All right, let's see if this works.
Is that pass right? Was that all that other stuff was
Yep.
right? Okay.
I hope so. Find out. We'll see what happens. Okay. Is it running now? Okay, we've got 2 versions running. Okay, neither of them have ports attached to them though.
Wait, how do you know that already?
Because it lists, I'm guessing that it's listing the ports here. And it's not showing any.
Oh yeah, I think you may be right. Yeah, so maybe we had to do the -P with the port : the other port. That's why I was like, I thought it was -P, but maybe I was like, maybe ports will work too.
So what are you thinking?
So -P. So you saw what the doc was saying, right? Where you do -P and you give it the port and then : the port to bind to on your current machine.
Yeah. It
Because
was in here, right? That we saw that. Well, oh yeah, this, right?
yeah, so I don't know the order. That's why I was like, you just copy it from here. I don't know which
Yeah,
or
that's
like
fair.
if it's local machine, Docker or something else first.
Fair. All right, let's try this. All right. Okay. And then if this doesn't work, it's okay. Because we got some stuff accomplished today. I got another one, but it's not running.
Wait, you got another one, but it's not running? I'm sorry.
Yeah, so it started another MySQL container, but it exited.
What? Oh,
Keyring
okay.
migration.
Well, how come
failed.
there's one still running? There's one. Why do we have other things running?
Yeah, there's 2 of these that are still running. So many MySQLs.
Yeah, you got to stop them all before you run the
Yeah,
new-
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. They're all
Yeah.
done. Let's start a new one. Great. Is that running now? So that one also stopped running.
Okay, so now that it stopped running, we can go and look to see why it's keyring migration
Yep.
failed. So that's something else. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is.
We are like discovering all of the like MySQL just like idiosyncrasies.
Go
I'm
back
trying
to
to get it
go
set
back to
up.
Visual Studio. So let's look at that command. Like zoom in.
Let me-
There might
yeah,
be something
let
in
me
there.
wrap. Let me wrap too.
I don't see anything that's obvious. Nah, none of this is like, yeah, this is going to cause it to fail. Unless there's some type of key that we have to pass and that I'm unaware of.
Wait, why do you have 3307 to 3306?
That's the port
Aren't they
mapping.
both supposed to be 3306?
Yeah, so that's based on the guide that I was following here. So we could do both at their 3306, but it maps the containers port to your
Yeah.
local port.
Yeah, so
it's really
locally it
helpful.
doesn't matter what we name the port, but yeah, we can rename it to 3306 if we
Yeah,
want.
because
on both.
I think your test was still using 3306, even though
Yeah,
you made
let's
this
do
3307.
that and run that and see what happens here. Docker, what are you doing for me now? Still not running. Same thing, same error again.
Yeah, I wouldn't expect that to change anything. It's that right there that
Oh,
cannot
migration.
perform the migration.
Right.
Okay, I want to see is there anywhere where I can create a very, very quick MySQL database. I deleted my Avon stuff.
Yeah. It seems everyone has stopped free SQL hosted. I wonder what's up with that.
Postgres might work.
Yeah, Postgres is pretty simple.
Yeah,
It's pretty
pretty simple.
straightforward to
Okay.
set up.
I got a Neon account. I'll set up a Postgres database. Neon, if you're out there, I'm trying you again. Don't let me down. Project name, Flow, Neon database, Flow, Ohio East, main branch, create your dev branch. No. Database flow, compute started, project is ready. PostgreSQL, SSL mode required, copy snippet. Yes. Let's go over to here. Our environment variable. Oh, let's get rid of that. Oh, no. Okay. Postgres. Database host. I'm giving away stuff that I probably shouldn't be giving away there. Gonna have to go delete my account after this. Hoping that's per project. Neon.
Well, it's small on my screen, so
There we
Very
go.
good.
Connections. Okay, this is my connection string. I need my my credentials. Quick start. Hold on. Neon Laravel. Beautiful. Connect to Leon. Database. Awesome. Okay. Sick.
Yeah.
that says
gonna be-
PostgreSQL. Is that cool?
I
Yeah,
think
so it's supposed to be PGSQL.
So that's gonna be
and
there.
then-
Host name is gonna be this. Hold on. Did they give me an example in
Wait a
there?
minute. All right. So I was just told by y'all that it was using MySQL and not.
It was, but
Yeah.
Postgres might play better than SQLite did. I don't know if that is actually the case. User password.
It
Neon
should
host
still
name.
work. It should still work.
Okay.
So you can just break it up.
Yeah,
So if you go back
yeah.
to VS Code, you can.
Yeah. There we
um,
go. User
Yeah.
password. Password. That's that. And then password database name is flow. Endpoint ID. I don't need that for anything. Neon host name. At neon host name is this. Flow. What's the port? Do I need a port? I guess I probably won't need a port. Oh no, 54. Okay, let's see. Flow
No, that
owner.
should be DB port. No, that should be DB port.
Oh, that should be flow. And then this should be this. All right. Do I need to add the PostgreSQL to here? PostgreSQL endpoint. Your computer, you can find your neon connection string. Looks to be cool darkness. Okay, let's see if this works. Let's hope that it does, because we only got a couple minutes left. All right, let's try this again. Could not translate neon host name to address. Oh, I didn't save. Wait, what?
No, you're supposed to get rid of those. Yeah.
I definitely messed up.
Yeah,
Okay.
you pasted twice, so you can just get rid of. No, the second one from DB connection downwards. Yeah, you just get rid of all of them.
Great. All right, that should be good. Let's try it again.
Okay, Postgres.
Not. It really, really does not want to play.
No, your DB connection is supposed to be PGSQL, not Postgres. Up on top?
PGSQL.
Yeah. Okay, what do we
Okay,
have this time?
I think it's because I removed the. I think I removed this, and I think that needs to be there.
For the host name?
Node name or cert name not provided. Folks, I don't know if this wants us to do this today. Connection to server failed. Common name inferred from SNI is not known. Connection is oh. I know what I need to do. They provided it in the example. I gotta use Neon. This.
No.
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 Nope.
SL mode. So this is a connection string. SSL mode isn't like this isn't a URL. So there would be a an option for that. I don't know what it is for here, but you pass that. Yeah, you pass that. Or you could just put HTTPS if you know the port. Like maybe they're doing over that. No, they're doing over Postgres.
It's so interesting. So it's showing. Hold on, Laravel Neon. The only reason I'm doing this is because a bunch of my team has gone to Neon that was previously here, and so they had some good examples. Okay, PGSQL 54.2 database ID, database password. Oh,
There it is. DBSSL mode require. That's it.
try this. See if that works. Oh,
But also the host is incorrect. You have to put the Postgres part, right?
Yeah,
Like that's
okay.
or is it?
I think so. Let's try it. Let's see. You know, I could have just solved this entire problem if I actually had MySQL installed on my device. Could have gotten through this a lot easier, but instead we are trying all of the ways
Well,
to get this to
when
work.
y'all told me that it had to be MySQL, that's the only reason why I went through a whole bunch of MySQL stuff.
No, I'm super.
If you
I
would
think
have
it
said
does. I'm gonna be
Postgres,
honest.
I would have told you that we could eat like that's something we can create in seconds, because there is a wonderful tool for Mac OS that allows you to easily create Postgres databases.
All right, let's do it. We're gonna abandon Neon.
Well,
we're gonna
I'm
use that
just this
tool.
is for later. It's called gosh, what is it called? I don't know what it's called. Let me give me a second to open it. It's called
Why don't you just use the Postgres tool itself? The actual Postgres tool?
well, that's what this
Just
what
install
this
Postgres.
kind of is. I think. Well,
Yeah,
it's
exactly, that's
literally
the one.
Postgres. So go to
Yeah,
Mac,
that's
go
the
to
one.
Google, type in Postgres app, which I don't recommend installing Postgres directly for a bunch of reasons. So this
Download.
right here, and then what you do is you just open it, and that's it.
Beautiful.
It's
We're
gonna
getting there,
run it
people.
as a service.
I love that the level of frustration on this stream has gone extreme on all of us of just like friggin' databases every time. All right.
I don't know. I used to be a
Sorry,
DBA, so like a lot of the stuff is like it's not that big of a deal. It's just a lot of the security crap. That's the part that I hate now. Security.
Yeah, ain't that the truth? All right, here we go. Initialize. Damn, this is easy.
All right, yeah, go ahead and initialize. Cool.
new one.
Now you create a new database by no.
Oh.
No, that's a server client console. We don't want to do that.
Bad, Andrew. Stop. All right, what am I doing?
All right, so all you got to do is open up PG. Gosh, what do you call the thing? PGCLI. Your terminal.
PGCLI.
Yeah.
Okay. PGCLI.
And I hope you have it. You probably don't.
I think
Root.
it's just PostgreSQL or something like that.
Oh yeah, or you could do that if you have it installed. Yeah. Which you don't. So yeah. So go ahead and install PGSQL.
You can use Homebrew. Should be the easiest way.
Well, that's what we're going to, but I don't know the name of it. So we're
Oh, it's
Googling
just,
to get the name of it.
Postgres.
Is it PostgreSQL? Is it this one?
No, just Postgres.
Oh, it's just
Okay.
Postgres. Oh, okay. That's
Yeah.
cool.
So the moral of this story, if you're watching our stream, have at least one database installed and working.
Always. Let me just.
Wait, no, it's
post
not.
it
It's
in
not.
the
It's
chat.
PGCLI.
Yeah, I think-
It's PGCLI.
yeah, just.
Type brew install PGCLI. At least that's what is showing up. Maybe I have renamed it. Maybe.
All right,
it
what am I
does do
running
it.
here?
Oh no, you did that. Never mind. I was like, oh, it did it for you, but it didn't.
Terminal wants to connect. Okay, sure. Don't worry about permissions. All right, we're in. What am I doing here? Creating a database?
Yeah, just type create database. I don't know, something.
Flow.
You need a semicolon. Oh wait,
No, created it.
whoa, that worked?
Yeah.
It didn't. Okay, that's new.
I have shocked you with my technical prowess. Hold on. So we're gonna go over here. We're gonna update this to
Localhost.
Flow. Yeah, localhost for. Is it just localhost? I
Yeah,
feel like
you
it's.
should be able to just do
Yeah,
localhost.
You can use 127. It should work either way.
Okay. What do we do now?
Your database port.
Yeah. Do we know what all this stuff is set to? Is it just root and no password? Delete that.
I guess I don't know. Maybe, or maybe
We're gonna find-
roots TOOR. Maybe it does that by default. I don't know.
Could not find it at localhost.
Roll
Root does
roots.
not exist.
All right, open up Postgres, the app, the thing that you just installed,
Yes.
and your user. If you do your preferences, server settings. Yeah, there you are.
5432. Yeah, that's awesome.
Okay.
Okay, but we're not getting any server settings. There we go.
It should just be root without a password.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think that's the default.
Okay, what's gone wrong here then? Localhost. Maybe it's the database host. Maybe I'll do 127.0.0.1, even though I know it's exactly
Well,
the same
I
thing.
don't know if you saw that it connected already, so it won't make a difference. Whenever you click that little button, allow, that was.
Cool. Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah, root does not exist. Postgres default user is Postgres.
Oh, I guess so.
Interesting.
Relation announcements does not exist. Oh.
This is new era though. That's good.
This is
Yeah.
So Flow does not play well with any database that is not MySQL.
So y'all were okay. So that's why I heard that. So y'all did say it needed to be MySQL.
So no. So we did, and then generally SQL plays well with SQL, and so I thought SQLite would work, but it
Yeah.
didn't. And then I was like, okay, let's just give up on MySQL and let's go to Postgres.
Did you just
and I
say
was like,
generally
Postgres will
it
play
plays
better.
nice? No, they don't.
Generally-
no,
generally
no.
doesn't
That's in a
exist.
very niche case. Most times they don't because they use very different syntax and different functions.
Yeah, and this is exactly it.
Yeah.
It's literally just running into errors there, so it does have to be MySQL.
Yeah, and I'm looking at some of these types. Some of these data types don't even exist in Postgres. Now that I'm seeing code, we didn't see code before. Well, now you know. You have
Sorry.
to use. Oh yeah, so DB Engine is it's the same guy who develops PG Admin, and I think that it lets you do. I want to say it lets you do. Never mind. I don't know.
does.
It does.
No, it does.
Oh, it does.
Yeah,
Ah.
yeah, 100%. So I've given up. I don't know why I didn't do this before. I cannot. I'm like I've got to hard out in like 15 minutes, but I want to get this working, just so that we can say that we got it working. And we installed literally like every database server that there was possibly able to database. Okay,
All two.
PHP
of
running.
them.
all two of them. Okay, Postgres, Redis, no, MySQL, create. Don't check. Okay, start that.
Well,
I haven't used this tool yet. I've wanted to use it because it has
It's really
Redis, but like I don't use MySQL ever. So like I've never was. It's just like yeah.
why not?
I don't like it as a database, mostly because it doesn't support like common data expressions, like certain things that I'm just used to in mature database products. It just doesn't do it.
Oh, mature. Oh,
Yeah,
shots
mature.
fired.
Yeah, it's a shot. I mean, unless they do they support it now? Do they support CTEs now?
I'm not really sure.
Are you still on
Not so
still
sure.
not?
Yeah.
Or some of the like
Okay.
windowing functions aren't really, nice to use at all, or don't exist, to say. The analytics functions is non-existent, so you normally have to use another tool in order to do that.
New database. We're gonna call this Flow. I kind of want to put some profanity in here, but we're not going to. No, we're just gonna call it Flow. We're just gonna call it Flow. That's
We
what
don't
we're
even know
gonna
if it's
call
going to work. Like we could
it
do
not.
all of
It's,
this. I mean, like the sequel could
Yeah,
be
the
wrong, right? Like,
Oh man, that's what killed. Okay, and you know what's great here? What I love is that I can just undo every change that we've made to this over the past like hour of trying to get this all set up, and then just call this Flow. Okay. Now,
do you need
cross
the
your fingers,
password?
cross your toes. If you are watching this stream right now, pray for us. Pray for us, please. Casual economist, like I love the group problem solving. We just all got like real aggressive on camera and started wanting to like, I personally felt like throwing my computer across the room for a second. But here's the moment. It's here. Come on.
Yay.
So we just have to use MySQL. Okay, got it.
Just. Okay. Ugh! Put it in the documents.
Well,
Save.
I'm
You cannot
curious.
use another
Like,
database.
can you go to his README and like maybe it said it on the first two lines and we just ignored it.
Yeah, probably.
I
Probably.
was gonna say.
Yeah.
Flow.
Yeah, look at it at your own peril. You might
Most likely.
you might
Oh,
get
no.
pissed off.
Hold on, MySQL. All right, he does not mention that you must.
All right,
just
well,
use
good.
MySQL.
Okay, now all right, we're redeemed. It's his fault.
Oh my goodness. All right, and then it's just leaf serve, right?
Yeah, just leave that.
All right, let's go leaf serve. Oh my goodness gracious. What's going on here? Do I need to npm?
Oh, wait, you probably have to go back. Let's
Oh, I might-
use.
I didn't do composer install, did I? Oh no, I did that.
No, you did. You can. What's the word for this? Just stop this
Close.
server
Yeah, it's
and then
stopped.
try PHP leaf serve, maybe.
All right. What just happened here? Why? What?
It's not finding the
Okay,
assets.
still got a problem. Okay, find out, then you can try. You can stop this CD into public.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then do your leave serve from there.
Hey, we got it. Woo!
Is it working?
Oh my! And hold on, let's make sure the database is working.
Yeah. We don't know if it's working yet. We got to log in. You got
I
to
think
sign
that
up,
there's
create an account.
An example
Oh.
account on the README.
Oh my god, yes, that's what the Cedar did. Oh my god. Oh my god. Was it root? What was the password? I already forgot it.
I
My
never
brain.
remember.
Password.
I don't.
Literally password. Oh
Ooh.
my god. Okay, but I'm not done yet. I got 10 minutes left. If you guys got 10 minutes.
Sure. Oh, you use Table Plus
ten-
too. I
Yep.
didn't know you used that.
All right. I literally just installed it.
Oh,
all right.
oh,
Here's what I'm
man.
gonna. I installed all the things. We're gonna log out here. I'm literally gonna hide this login form with the DevCycle SDK. Do I really have that much time? Hold on. Yeah. I
Well,
do.
we can
Yeah.
at least see if we can install it.
Yeah, we have that time. Yeah. So you're already in the root, so you just compose a
Yeah,
require.
composer require devcycle / devcycle leaf plugin. Look at that. We installed it. And now we're going to go over to our documentation, devcycle leaf plugin. We're going to grab our sample code that we put in there. we're going to go over to, let me zoom out here for a second. Let's go into our routes file for our, let's go into our index auth app. Where do I want to go? Where do I want to add this? Good in our 404 handler, no. Hooks, guard, routes, models, middleware, auth handler.
We just want to
No.
initialize it, right?
We're just going to initialize it, but I just want to put it somewhere and then like do like a server command. So I'm just looking for a good place to put it. Let's just put it in here. All right, use dev cycle. We're going to grab our server SDK from dev cycle. And I'm just going to do, can I do DD in here, by the way, Michael? Can I dump and die?
I think so.
Or-
I've forgotten. Probably. Yeah.
Okay, server SDK. Let's grab this. Okay, and let's do DD client and see if this throws an error. All right, so this should technically, when I go to that welcome page.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
it does do that.
Nice.
It's initialized. It's not throwing any errors. And then I just want to see dev cycle PHP SDK. I want to see if I can actually get a response from it. So I've initialized it. So I've got my client in there. I'm going to grab my user data and then I'm going to do this. So I'm going to go right user data, dev cycle user. Let's grab this stuff. Use dev cycle user. Awesome. My user, dev cycle client to dev cycle client. Try print. No, I want to dump and die that. DD. So if this works, what we should see now is we should get a dump or die of all the features that are in there, which would be a minor miracle at this point.
Yep.
Let's freaking go. Oh my God. Oh my.
Well, there you go. So we got something
Databases.
accomplished.
You know what? So here's the real moral of this story, everybody. A, read the freaking docs. B, just
Set up
download.
MySQL.
Just this is it. This is gonna be. Oh, thank you, casual. This is like, don't go live on stream without MySQL installed. I've used Laravel before, so I don't know how it hasn't worked. But I will say, DB Engine and Table Plus are solid. As is actually the Postgres that I installed there, but definitely like DB Engine gives you easy access to create a new Postgres, MySQL, or Redis. Like super smooth to set it up. Redis too. Yeah, so that's working. So we actually got it set up. It's working. The only thing that's really left to do now is for Will to get access to add his in, and then we're done. But yeah, everything's here. Everything's here for the dev cycle stuff. This is exactly what I should be seeing. The variation key and name. It works. It integrates. We did a thing.
Yeah.
We did a thing.
All right. Well, with that, yes, we gotta go. It is now.
That's like 90% brain power.
Well,
That was
I'm
like-
hungry. I skipped my lunch. I'm over here.
Oh
hungry.
no! I did too, actually.
Oh, you skipped
All
lunch
right, let
too?
me unshare. I definitely did. Yeah, because this started at like 1 o'clock my time. So what is it? Is it 10 there for you now, right now, Michael?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
done.
Okay. Well, you know what though? We haven't had a good, solid, frustrating stream in a long time. I
It wasn't
feel like
that frustrating
didn't-
though. Like
okay. I was frustrated. I was like, why will you not work? I am so glad that y'all were here because that would have been the struggle bus for me. But I think we looked at a lot of really cool tools today as well. So like if you're watching this stream and you just got here at the end, like watch through because there's some good tools and I'm actually going to put them in the description for this afterwards because I feel like there's a lot of cool things if you're looking to explore these tools to check out. We're going to finish up now, but Michael, final word to you for our stream today. Final word to our viewers, our audience that are out there about Leaf. No
Oh,
words. No words. No
give it a
words.
try. You'd love it.
Like-
Exactly.
Yeah, so try Leaf PHP, try the dev cycle plugin. Will's gonna try and get access to One Signal so he can install, so he can add that over to Composer, so you'll be able to add One Signal to there soon as well, hopefully. We will be back, Will and I hope, in a couple of weeks. We've got to figure out what our next projects, or our next stream will probably just be us trying to figure out what the next project is going to be. Do you think, Will?
It could be. We'll figure it out. We'll see.
We'll figure it out.
We got.
That's what
we
we
gotta
always
keep
do.
the interest high. You know, we just
Gotta
figure it
keep
out.
Today we got there. Michael, I gotta say, man, thank you so much for tuning in. Like, very rarely I've done a lot of streams on a lot of frameworks, and I've never had the person who created the framework, let alone reach out, but to come on the stream and hang out with us as we just kind of like did stuff. So like, thank you so much for like coming and being part of this. It's super special, and I just like, honestly, like, thank you so much for being here and being part of this.
No worries. It's been fun. It's been fun for me as well. So
Oh, that's good. I'm glad
Awesome.
we didn't scare you away. No. It's like, nah.
This was the stream. All right, so stay tuned, folks. We'll announce soon when we'll be back. It'll probably be in a few weeks for Will and I. But if you want to check out Leaf PHP, check it out. You can head over to leafphp.dev, and you can learn more. Check out the docs, install it, and if you have got any feedback on this stream or the framework or any of the stuff that we built, please let us know in the different channels where you can find us. So with that, I'm gonna do the outro video and all the rest of that stuff. But I'm gonna say, from all of us to all of you, thank you so much for watching, and we will see you next time here on DevRel Collaboration. Bye, everybody.
Peace, y'all.
Don't go in there. They're having the let's try to figure out what customers want meeting again. It's gotten a little weird.